Where's the camera? Oh, I can hear. No, it's like you can't hear me over there. But too close. I don't want to be too close. Kia ora whanau. Just giving you a bit of a insight, shall I say. Insight to what I get up to 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For the rest of my life.
That's okay, I'm with you, don't worry.
So,
We do not have the file with us. What's today? 30. Do we have 31st tomorrow?
can't see me. Just saw those legs.
When did we actually start? What was your weight today?
102. 102.2.
By the way, did you take Maggie's blood pressure? Yes, I think there was no blood pressure thing attached to the machine, so I think we'll take that. I'll come around. We'll do our blood sugars as well, meanwhile. Are we doing all of that? Yes. Have you done his temperature today? Any shortness of breath? Any swelling?
No sort.
Is a rugby ball the shape of an egg or a chicken? Connor.
An egg.
Which of these is the capital of Nepal, Kathmandu or Moscow? Nicola.
Kathmandu.
What colour is Yoda's lightsaber? Maya.
Red.
Green. Which instrument would you play with a bow? A cello or a flute?
Temperature?
Food dehydrator, add or remove water? Ruben. What is the name of the boy who makes some marvellous medicine in a book by Roald Dahl? Nicola. George. Is the bow of a ship at the front or the back? Ruben. Front. How many S's in the word scissors?
Oh, not working, eh? You can try that again.
This one does that sometimes. It's moody as well.
Yeah, James. Oh, sorry, just getting my ear poked. Did it again, eh? Came off again.
It's showing that.
Aye. There. That sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And 6.4.
Actually, no, Mons. I get plugged up 3 days a week. Mons. I'm dialyzing, so I just thought, oh, must be time to share.
Why is it with me? Yeah.
How long have you had to do that?
This is my pocket.
I started dialyzing July the 1st, 2019. I'm, don't worry about me, I'm just on my phone. Lini, don't worry about me, I'm just on my phone. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, no, all good.
No problem. I'm just doing your blood sugars.
Okay.
All good.
Yeah, so I come into hospital 3 days a week. You can see that, the old dialyzing machine. You plugged up. Just thought I'd share it with everybody else. It's been a while, and I consider this work. Coming to work 3 days a week. So yeah. I must spell it. How long does it usually go for? I normally go for 4 hours. 4.5 hours is the well, not the required. It's apparently the better time. But I've been doing 4 hours. 4 hours a night. So any sleeps? Oh, we tried to go to sleep. How much was it? How much?
7.8.
7.8. Oh, very good. Thank you, Nick.
All good.
No, just had my nurse here taking my blood sugars and stuff. I try to go to sleep, but then you get bothered every half an hour, and so yeah. No, it's not. It's nice and comfortable. I'll give you a quick zap around in the clinic from my seat. So that's the nurses station. That's their office. This is the seat I'm in. We get a cup of tea. That's the only thing that we get. We've got to bring our own snacks in, our own food in. So those are the other machines. And we also get a TV to watch. So, it's not too bad. It's comfortable, should I say. And this is the renal clinic in Waikato Hospital. You wouldn't believe it. We have close to 33 seats. Those things over there, there's nobody, obviously, nobody over there for today. But normally, all these seats are full. Every time that I come in. And I'm in a bit of a cul-de-sac. There's just 4 of us here. But it goes right down that way, goes right down that way. There's about 20 seats. Hang on, 15 seats down there. And above me, behind me, can't see. There's another 15 seats there. There's a lot of seats to fill. And they get filled to months. There's a lot of people on dialysis. When I first came in here, I was amazed as to how many people are actually have kidney failure, renal failure. I was amazed. And this is just this shift. They have a morning shift. I come in the afternoons. So they have a morning shift. The morning shift is full. And then they also have the other days, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. I come in Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, have the weekend off, and then come back to work again Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then they have another shift Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and 2 shifts there. Now that's just here in the Waikato. That's just here in the Waikato. So and every shift is full. But apparently up in Auckland, they do 24 hours. 24-hour shifts. So, that's how bloody busy it is up there. And Sinox, cheer my bro. Ja, how you been? Yeah, for sure. I never knew what dialysis was for. Yeah, no, cheers once. I've been doing quite a bit with the sharing of the dialysis on my Facebook page, but a lot of gamers don't know my real name, so they only know my tag. So I do quite a bit of posting on my Facebook about dialysis and the horrors of it. Good, mate. And yourself? Where you at, mate? Just letting people know, mate, where I am health-wise. I dialyse, mate. There we go. I'll just give you a quick... I dialyse 3 days a week, silence. So I'm at the renal clinic here in the Waikato. Yeah, we can't do the government names. Yeah, I mean, I'm not shy of telling people what my name is and stuff. But yeah, if you do hook up with me on Facebook, you'll see what I'm trying to do in regards of explaining to people, what dialysis is all about and how to not become a dialysis patient. Really, at the end of the day, other than you have kidney problems, yeah. My one was basically self-inflicted. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good, bro. Sinus, I'm all good, bro. Poor connection. This that I do 3 days a week, it's helping me stay alive, so I can't complain too much about it. I just want to make people aware of it, and try and steer them away from it, especially those that are going down that track of drink too much, bloody eat too much. That was me. I was a bloody, not an alcoholic, just a binge drinker, But when I drank. Didn't know how to stop. Dialysis, yeah, cuzzy. There we go, bro. Yeah, cuzzy, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. That's why I stream Tuesday, Thursdays, and the weekend on my days off work, basically. Yeah. But yeah, I've been doing this since 2019. July the 1st, 2019. I started off on a different type of dialysis. It's known as peritoneal dialysis. You have a plastic hose put in your gut, and in that plastic hose you're able to do your dialysis at home. A certain way of doing dialysis. It's a different way to this one. And I was getting too many infections through it, and it was the hose kept blocking up. So this was the next step for me, was to come on to hemodialysis. My next step from here is a kidney transplant. Now I'm on the kidney list. So like half of my father start drinking next minute. Day 4 still hanging in there. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I know things have changed today. You know, people, even our kids, our teenagers, are kind of steering away from that sort of life. But you know, for me, that was my life. You know, I grew up around it. Had my adults in my life were all drinkers. So you know, there was nothing to break the cycle. It was just carry on. Did exactly, and now I'm starting to pay for all that. See, I'm my renal failure is basically through diabetes, and the diabetes was the fact that I did not look after my body when I was told to. Doctors would tell me, "Oh well, you know, you're gonna be on dialysis in 10, 15 years." But that's nothing, you know. That doesn't mean anything to me. 10, 15 years ago, I could still do whatever I wanted to do. I could still work. I could still drink it, and you know, I wasn't too concerned because I could still do stuff. It wasn't. It didn't scare me. You know, it didn't faze me. And in the end, I was just telling the doctors to get fucked, basically. You know, now I'm starting to pay for it. So now I'm trying to tell people that if you're heading down that blinking pathway, this is where you're going to end up if you don't go straight to a box. So really at the end of the day, it's keeping me alive. I'm happy for that. It's a pretty painful procedure to be on. Once I finish my dialysis, I'm gonna get home, probably have a feed, and then I'm gonna crash out because apparently 4 hours of dialysis is equivalent to running a marathon. That's how much energy and thing that the body goes through. Because if you ever look here, if you can see it, blood is getting pumped out of my body and then getting pumped back in again. It's going through the filters, this filter, and it goes through the machine. The machine is the one that's actually the machine is the one that's helping it pump out, but this filter here is the one that's cleaning my blood. Hang on, machine is beeping. I'll just push a couple of buttons. There we go, that's all good. Yes, I just thought I'd let people know what dialysis is all about. You see, we won't think about it, eh? In our 20s, in our 30s, we don't think about these sort of things because it's not affecting us. It may affect members of our family and stuff, but it's not affecting us immediately. You know, in the immediate situation. So we don't think about what we're doing to our kidneys. I tell you, man, we've got 2 kidneys. Tell you guys, we've got 2 kidneys, and I've excuse me, and I have damaged both of them to the point that can't use them. The machine here has to do all the work for my 2 kidneys. Goes to show you how much bloody crap I did to damage 2 kidneys. And what the kidneys do is they they clean your blood out. They get rid of all the ugly fluids that are in your body. Oh man, they do a hell of a lot. Yeah, oxidizing the blood. I lost my nan before I was born to kidney issues and heard the stories of her being on dialysis. She was only in her 30s, I think. Oh man, that's a bit harsh, eh? But I think with her being in her 30s, she must have had kidney problems, eh? You know, because I've seen young people come through here. You know, I feel sorry for them. You know, no fault of their own. It's just that they have kidney problems. You know, the poor buggers have to come on a machine to stay alive. I feel sorry for them. For those ones, I don't feel sorry for the likes of myself and others, you know, who didn't control their diabetes and ended up renal failure. You know, I don't feel sorry for those guys. I don't feel sorry for me. I should have listened. You know, I shouldn't have got an attitude when the doctor told me that do this, do that, otherwise you're going to die, or do this, do that. You know, that was my problem. Got the attitude and said, nah, stuff is. And then when your kidneys do go, man, they don't muck around. I mean, you know, you got your kidneys for about 40 odd years before you start realizing, shit, there's something wrong. I'm not going to the toilet as often, which happens. If your kidneys aren't playing ball, you won't be going to the toilet as often because it's not working, so it's not getting rid of any of the harmful stuffs that's left in your body. So what happens is you start the fluids start building up in your body, and you start bloating up. You start getting bigger, and you wonder why. Your legs start swelling. And it's all part and parcel of when your kidneys not work. There's nowhere for the fluids to go. It can't get rid of the fluids, and then you end up peeing and stuff. Well, that's what happened to me anyway. Yeah, and my legs started to swell, and could barely walk. And having true, was that the big sign for you? It was one of the signs. There were other signs which affected the heart through high blood pressure. It affected my vertigo. If you understand what that is, I kept on getting dizzy. Yep, got one of my boys that does that too. Oh yeah, cheers, go. Yeah, no, just letting the whānau know. Just thought, I actually shared it on stream the other day, so I thought I'll just let whānau know what I'm up to Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Well, I can't stream. I can't jump in the convoy on those days. And gets iron pumped into him too, mato. Yeah, yeah. I actually get that too, bro. When my blood, what they call the hemoglobin, when those levels drop, that's when they pump in iron, push iron in through the system, just through needles and all that. Your equilibrium. Uh, what's equilibrium, bro? I'm sorry. What does that mean? But I suppose. And being in a clinic, and all of us here, we are immune compromised, you know. So so we have to get tested every day that we come in for COVID, which well, I think everybody's over it now. We've had people here, patients that have had COVID, and heck, all they've had is a runny nose or a bloody cough for a couple of days, and they're all good for the other 5 days. So us immune compromised people, it's not affecting us too much. Does streaming during it make it help pass the time, bro? It does, bro. It does. My streaming on the days off helps me get through it because it can take quite a lot out of you. In the sense that after I finish dialyzing, my energy levels are gone. You know, I'll get home, have a feed, and I'll be barely lucky if I can sit up and talk to the whānau or that sort of stuff, because it takes a hell of a lot out of you, the stuff doing this. So this is another reason why I tell people to look after themselves and I don't know about being fit and all that. That helps. That helps the body. But for me, the biggest thing is diabetes. Just keep your bloody, keep an eye on those sugar levels. Because once that diabetes takes off on you, this is the end result: kidney failure. Now there are other things that will affect you with diabetes. There's also a high blood pressure that causes heart attacks, and then there are strokes and all that too. So, geez, it's quite ugly, man. Diabetes, that's the biggest thing. Sorry. Oh, kia ora, Chio. For me, 4 hours. 4 hours is my cycle. And that's just on the machine. It takes about half an hour to actually get needled. That thing there. I have a bit of a peculiar, what they call a fistula. That there is a fistula on my arm, and that's the only place that they can needle in, because a fistula is a operation that helps the vein grow. It helps a certain vein grow so that they can put in big needles, and then so that it can work with this machine. So yeah, there's a lot to it. It's not just come in and plug needles into your arm. You got to have an operation 6 weeks before. Yeah. But yeah, 4 hours. 4 hours is my normal. But it's a whole day for me. I get picked up by a shuttle. The hospital put on a shuttle, so that's all good. I get picked up about 1 o'clock, and then by the time I'm all finished, I get home about 8:30. and I am buggered. Tell you, I am buggered, and I've done absolutely nothing. Now, I'm sitting in this bloody recliner chair for 4 hours, and you would think, oh shit, he's just sitting there doing nothing. What the hell? But people don't realise that what this machine is doing is keeping me alive. But it takes the freaking energy out of us too, you know. It's draining the blood and then putting it back in again. This filter's cleaning the blood, so it's taking out all the chemicals. Well, I never knew anything about dialysis before. Knew it existed, but not the ins and outs. That's a long day. Yeah, it is, Joe, yeah. And to do it 3 days a week, you know, it does take its toll. I know that we've had a few people there just say, oh no, fuck it. You know, they don't want to do it anymore. They've had enough. And they're gone a week later. You know, it's bloody sad. Sad but true. And I know people that have been doing it for over 10, 15 years doing this. But all I want to do is get a bloody kidney and so I don't have to do this shit again. Wow, that's pretty quick. It's a long day, yeah. Is that common to do it 3 days? Yeah, it's common, 3 days. And that's just for us. They come into a clinic, bro. Cuzzy. For those that do home dialysis, who have a machine, who are able to have a machine at home, they can do it every second day. You know, they can do it whenever they like, preferably every second day. But we only get to do it 3 days a week because here the nurses don't work on a Sunday. You know, they have the day off here. So coming to a renal clinic is 3 days a week. At home, you can do it 5 days a week if you wanted to. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, what they normally do is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday. So that's what it would be like at home. And the thing is, this machine here is my kidneys. Alright? Now, you guys know, that you wouldn't think so, but your kidneys do a hell of a lot of work. You know, your two kidneys, and they're working 24/7. Now, because my kidneys don't work, I only get 4 hours. 4 hours for my replacement kidneys to do something. You know, so that's why these machines take so much out of you. They're trying to do 24 hours in 4 hours. You know what I mean? I mean, just like that. Kia ora, much respect. It takes a lot to talk about all of it public like you are. Personally, know 2 people of dialysis and not enough people know the consequence of health and their diet. Kia ora, Mickey. No, you're correct. Could you get a machine to do it at home? I've looked at it, Chio, and to do a machine at home, you actually have to start needling yourself too. You have to learn how to needle yourself. They teach you here. It's a 10-week course about teaching you how to do all this. And also they teach you how to work the machines. The only problem I have is that where I stay is a rental, and the landlord is not too keen of a machine getting installed because it's a lot of work. They've got to cut holes in the floor. they've actually got to hook the machine up to the plumbing, and at the same time, I don't have enough room at home. You got to have your own, basically your own room for what do you call it? For not for safety purposes, for I can't think of the name. It's like how I used to be anyway when I was doing PD, peritoneal dialysis at home. Sterile, that's it, Kazi. Cheers, my bro. Sterile purposes, that you have to be in your own room just for that. It's a very sterile sort of environment that you need to be in. And I don't have any room at home now. I've got, two of my kids are at home, so might have to kick them out and kick out Nizets and Lingo and get some room back so I can talk to the landlord and hopefully he'll agree on getting the machine. I would prefer to do it from home, you know. I look forward to doing it from home. Learn all what I got to learn. But at the moment, this thing where my needles are in, the fistula, it's called fistula, it's not working properly. It's a bit, the vein's not growing, and what happens is I don't get a proper dialysis. I don't get proper dialysing because there's not enough blood flow. So tomorrow, no, I was thinking it'd be, well, it can be the same. Yeah. PD, peritoneal dialysis, is the one where they have a hose in your stomach, and I tell you, I didn't really like that way of dialysing, because for me you had to change what they call the bags every 4 hours. So you're basically on the bag and then changing in 4 hours. It wasn't fun. I didn't like that type of thing. So yeah, it could have been similar to actual PD itself. Just get them to give half a blood kidney each. Hey, cousin. More than just putting a machine in a room. Yeah, it is, Gio. Even through the night, they have another thing to do with peritoneal dialysis. They actually put you on a machine, and you do the same sort of thing with the fluids, with the hose out of your stomach, and it's a 10-hour one. So it'll run for you over the night. So while you're sleeping, the machine is plugged up to you, and that's called the CAPD machine. That one works overnight for you. I tried that one. It didn't give me enough dialysis. I wasn't getting enough out of it. So yeah, and it wasn't the machine's problem. It's just it just didn't work for me. And that was the ideal one, because then you're getting plugged up at night, and you don't have to worry about doing anything all day. And then at the end of the day, before you go back to sleep, plug yourself up again. So it was a good one. I thought it was a good one until it didn't work for me. So yeah, bugger. So my next option was to come on to the dialysis machines to hook up to hemodialysis, which I am on now. I was telling jams. Yeah, that I've been on here since 2019. Oh, well, I've been on dialysis since 2019. I think I came on to hemo, this one here, the machine one, 2020, I think. Yeah, it would have been around about October 2020 that I've been on the machine. And when I did come on the machine, it basically saved my life because the PD I was on was killing me. Honestly, it was killing me. I couldn't walk, couldn't talk. Yeah, we were having pretty ugly moments, only because I wasn't getting enough dialysis. You know, we didn't realise that at the time. Even my nurse didn't realise it. They just thought, oh well, they'll just change the way they do things and all that sort of stuff. But it just wasn't working. And over a month, it almost bloody killed me. Until the nurse realised, well, no, we can't keep sending you to hospital to get you fixed. We better do something about it. So this was me. And then a week on hemo, I was back up running around again. Yeah, well, you know, running around in my head, but I was feeling a hell of a lot better, that's for sure. So this is me until I get a kidney. Like I say, I'm on the list. Not too sure how that list works. 21 again. Yeah, bro. Oh, I felt bloody good, that's for sure. And I was able to get on this machine, and yeah, man, brought me back from the brink of death. Big time. But no, if I can score myself a kidney, I told the doctors here, you know, they go, well, you know, have you asked your family and all that, and I did. I asked my number one son. He was willing at first. At least they picked it up though. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I asked my number one son, and he was willing at first, but then because he stays over in Brisbane, and there was going to be a hell of a lot of cost in it for him to come back here and to be off work for close to 3 months, because I may you know, I may have one good kidney, but the thing is, what people got to realise is that he's going to have one good kidney, you know, so we're going to be in the same boat. And because of cost, then we had a chat about it, and I said, nah, bro, you keep your kidneys, bro. You still got your whole life to look forward to. Mate, I'm at the end of mine, so nah, you save your kidneys. And I've told my kids, yeah, nah, don't bother about it. I'll go on the public list, and if anything comes through that, then yeah, okay, to pay. If not, oh well. You know, yeah, it was a hard one. My boy was, you know, really keen on it, but the logistics of it all just wasn't going to work for me. So I didn't want him to feel guilty about not being able to give it to him. Nah, bro, nah. You look after you, bro. Yeah, so that's my life, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll get home tonight and, yeah, like I say, have a feed, and then basically just crash out. I'm just too buggered to do anything else, and Nas knows that, you know, you'll get home, you'll just go straight to sleep, or, you know, there won't be too much talking and stuff. Not that I don't want to talk, it's just I just don't have the energy to talk. I'm a bit of a talker according to the nurses here, and they go, "Oh, that's that fella again, huh? Geez, he loves talking, that fella." But I like talking in the sense that I like to know what the hell they're doing to me, you know. I like to know what's happening on the machine. I like to know what bloody fluid or stuff they're using. I like to know. I like to know everything. Yeah, stuff situation, especially 3 months down. Life don't stop. Yeah, bro. Yeah, cuzzy, that's right. Yeah, because to get a kidney or to lose it, get a kidney taken out, it's they consider it as a major operation. It's just not something you go in and then the next day you can come out and you're back to work again. No, and a lot of people have actually died because their bodies can't handle the operation. You know, they've been given a kidney from a family member or a friend. It's been donated to them, but they don't realise that their bodies may not be up to scratch to have that type of operation. It's not just a walk in the park, apparently. But yeah, so that was why I told my son, nah. I didn't scare him off. I just told him, nah. There's too many cons in it for him. It was all pros for me. Wasn't for him though. How long usually on the machines on the 3 days? 4 to 4.5 hours a day when I do hook up Sonics. We have a certain time to get in. If you get in here too late, then the time, what do you call it? They cut down the time, sort of thing. It's a workplace, so our nurses ain't going to sit around till 10, 11 o'clock at night to wait for you to get off if you get in too late. If you get in too late, well, you're off by 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest. So if you get in here at 5 o'clock, you're only going to get 2-3 hours, I think. So we get in about 2:30. It takes about half an hour to needle me and plug me up. And then 3 o'clock, and then I do 4 hours, so I'm done by 7, and then we have to, what do you call it, plug up the holes as such. Because every time they needle, it's considered a procedure. And, because you're plugging into a vein, and if you didn't block it up properly, it'll bleed all night. So, mate, yeah, I'm only really just scraping the top of what goes on in regards to what I have to get up to now. What I'm trying to do is tell people, get people aware of what dialysis is all about, so that they don't head down this way. And for a lot of people, especially our Māori and our Pacific brothers, diabetes is the killer. Diabetes is the killer. My grandfather was exactly the same, bro. Very curious. Hello, even watched his own toes being cut off. Honest, mate. Honest. I did exactly the same. I've got 2 missing toes. My big toe and the second toe. And they put a block on my leg. If they don't know, they just block the leg off. You can't feel nothing. And when they cut my second toe off, And these were through infections as to the reason why my toes were cut off, and because my kidneys are buggered, there's not enough blood flow to my feet. So I have to really look after my feet now. Wherever I go, I wear shoes or something hard so that I don't get a little cut. I can't feel anything on my feet anymore. There's a condition for that, I can't remember what it's called, but it's all due to diabetes. And it stuffs because the kidneys aren't working, it stuffs the blood flow up. So there's not enough blood going down to my feet. And because of that, any little cut or infection on my feet, I could possibly lose my feet, lose a leg, lose a foot. And before the that would have been probably the biggest what made me realise that I was heading down the dialysis road was when I lost two of my toes. See, I wasn't dialysing then, but my body had kind of like was starting to shut down. And that was all due to diabetes. It was a lot of denial on my behalf. You know, I didn't want to believe that it was true. You know, I thought, no, it can't be. And I was denying it when I was 30, denying it when I was 40. And I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2 around about 25, when I was 25. Yeah, that's a long time ago, Whānau. I'm not exactly going to share my age with you, but that's a long time ago. Sorry to hear about your condition, mate. Reggie told me about it. Oh, cheers, mate. No, all good. No, I'm all good, bro. You know, I don't want people to feel sorry for me. You know, I just want to know. I just want to let people know what will happen if you don't look after your diabetes. If you're diabetic, or if the doctor said, "Oh, heck, your sugar levels are starting to rise." Now that may not happen until you're about 40 or 50, you know, but when it does happen, and it will, if you don't look after yourself, it will. Jimmix, hey, my bro. Yeah, just sharing with the whānau, bro. Jimmix saw me in my not too good situation. He saw me where I was almost dead, and I'm sure that would have scared the shit out of you, eh, son? Sounds like me now. Oh, hey, Eiko. Oh, mate. The blood flow issues were starting. Yeah, that was the big one, eh, cuzzy, you know, when you can't feel your feet. That was a big one. And then the swellings. Get in that way, Co. Drink some water, bro. Not flavoured water. Yeah, bro. I need to be on the water more often. Exactly. You know, it's amazing it's amazing what your kidneys do. And I've only learnt all this through dialysis. On how I fucked up my kidneys. Oh, that's why I haven't been back to New Zealand. Yeah. Also, COVID happened the week after I left. Yeah, well, that too, bro. That too. Anyway, that's me. That's me in 3 days. That's me dealing with it 3 days a week. If I get a machine at home, if I'm able to go down that pathway, then I will be doing it every second day. Now I've been told that the more I dialyse, the better it is for the body, obviously, you know. So the more I can get on, more time I can get on the machine, the more help it will be for my body. See, like for a healthy person, or well, for a normal person, your kidneys are working 24/7. So they're working while you're sleeping too. They're working, all day. You don't realize it. You don't think of that sort of stuff. But for me, I only get my kidneys able to work 4 hours for 2 days. You know, so the other how many hours is it? Anyway, 4 hours for 2 days. Okay, that's that's how much my kidneys have. Now you should keep doing the hospital visits now. Those home machines made you look like a walking corpse. Oh, that'll be a different machine, bro. It'll be similar to this machine, and I'd be needling myself. I won't be using that hose in the stomach anymore. And then if I get taught properly, and my fistula works, I actually got to go for an operation tomorrow to fix this thing up because it's not working 100%. Yeah, the PD machine made me look like a bit of the Walking Dead. But so I'm going for a surgery tomorrow on on my fistula. I don't know if you can see it. And what they're going to do is actually put a bit of cowhide in there because my vein is blocked. There's quite a bit of blockage in there, which is stopping blood flow. Sorry about the movement of the phone and stuff. Jeez, you guys might be getting bloody dizzy. I'm just trying to make sure that. See, ah. There we go. Make sure you're not looking up my nose. Yeah, sorry about the movement of the phone. I'm just holding it. I just want to make sure that you can hear me. That's all. Other than that, yeah. So I'm going for surgery tomorrow to help fix my fistula, and they're going to do what they call a patch plasty, and apparently it's a piece of a cowhide or something, piece of a cow, where they're going to cut out the blockage in the vein and then replace it with a piece of cow. So they're going to, instead of tying the veins back together again, they're just going to replace the block part and put a piece of what they call cowhide in there. And that'll get rid of the blockages, and hopefully the blood flow will kick in again. So yeah, na whānau, don't be what do you call it? Don't be shy about talking to people about this. About dialysis, about diabetes. If you see one of your whānau going down that blinking pathway, you have a word to them. Have a word to them. It may be good that they hear it from somebody they know. For me, hearing it from a doctor just wasn't what I wanted to hear, eh? And I couldn't understand what the doctor was talking about, because he would say, oh no, you better start looking after your sugars. You better start taking these pills. Otherwise, well, it was 20, 30 years later. This is the otherwise. Yeah, so really I'm just a bit sad that I didn't listen back then. But yeah. Yeah, so this is where we're at. Whānau, this is where we're at, and please, if you have family, even friends that you think are going to go through this sort of thing, then step in and say something. Yeah, it might be just those words that you say to them may wake them up. So yeah, and well, whānau, this is what I do 3 days a week. But then you've got all the pills. What this machine doesn't take out of you, you need pills to do the rest. And all the pills that I take, well, I hope that when I come onto dialysis, this machine gets rid of all that out of the system. So I haven't actually explained what this machine does. It cleans the blood and it gets rid of the excess fluid. The excess fluid in your body is from what you drink, from all the fluids that goes in over the 2 days. Now we're also given a fluid restriction. For me, it's a litre every 2 days. I can only drink a litre every 2 days for the body to keep in its optimal to be as good as it can, you know. So if you ever look at a bottle of water, a litre bottle of water or a litre of anything, that's as much as I could drink over 2 days until I get back on to dialysis again. Oh, I can drink more, that's and it's understandable. I've drunken way more than a litre. At times I've drunken 2 litres, 2.5 litres, but because the kidneys are not working, the fluid's not going anywhere. So it's just gonna stay in your body and go down to your feet during the day. You lie down, then it'll flow back to wherever the lowest point of your body is. It doesn't go anywhere, so all that water will stay there until I get into dialysis and it'll come up then. So these machines are quite amazing actually, compared to what they used to do 30 years ago. From what I heard, it wasn't as good as what they do now. So this machine cleans the blood and gets rid of the excess fluid. Which is what is required. Which is what is required of me now. So, yeah, whānau. Any more questions? Any questions? Hopefully I haven't scared you fellas off with you. It's still the same. I'm still the same person. You just know a bit more about me now, that's all. Mate, it's good to see that you're still powering it through with everything available to you. And I make a trip to New Zealand, meeting up with the whānau I game with, like Reggie and that. I'll be sure to come visit you, mate. Oh, cheers, silence. That'd be That'd be awesome there, my bro. Ah, yeah. Yeah, no worries, man. Because when people hear that I'm on dialysis, you know, they go, oh, nah, better not go there, oh, nah, he's sick. You know, I'm basically in the grave. I'm basically in the box already to a lot of people because I'm on dialysis. And understandable, you know, they may have had a bad rap with it through family and friends. But you know, it is people ignore you now when they realize that you're on dialysis. Oh yeah, no, he's gonna die. Oh, what do I say to him? You know, oh, I'm so sorry for him and all that. It's amazing what people do. Might be back for his health if we visit. Might be bad for his health if we visit. Well, that's what people think, eh, bro? You know. Even with this COVID thing, I'm not too concerned about it, bro. I'm all triple vaxxed and all that sort of stuff. The COVID at the moment is a bloody mild cold. I've had the flu for a month. Fucking hell, that almost killed me. Shoes. And how I know it wasn't COVID, I was getting tested every second day, so yeah, they still had to isolate me here because I wasn't because of the bloody flu that I had. They didn't want me to pass it. The flu can kill these fellas, eh? The patients. Remember these potato salad and banana cake that she never makes? Oh, bro, the banana cake's starting to make the rounds, man. Yeah, starting to make the rounds with these with the gamers. So yeah, she's having to make a cake tonight. Oh, but that's for your sister's birthday tomorrow. But then she's having to make another cake on Friday. So yeah, no, bad for the health. That is bad for the health. Very nice though. Very nice cakes. But yeah, no, yeah, you know, bloody hell. If you're willing, mate, I'm open to people having coming over to visit and stuff. You know, I'm all good about that. Maybe not on my dialysis days, obviously because I won't be at home. But even afterwards, I'm pretty buggered afterwards. Yeah, so I don't try to ignore people. It's just that I wouldn't be very good company. Just saying. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Yeah, and I tell Fano that if you are going to come visit, you know, Tuesday and Thursdays are my best days. So come on down if you're able to. But yeah. So this is me now, and it's all settled. You know, for me, it's all settled. It took about a year to get to this, to where I am now, and you know, that's a lot of where all us patients in there. You know, we're all different, so we all get different types of treatments when it comes to dialyzing. Yeah, mate, I still got to plan it all with the whānau. Cheers, Sinus. Right, you come through, mate. Even if you have to come through on those days that I'm here, that I'm thingy, still do it, mate. There's still 3 people in the household that would like to meet you too. Like I believe we will have a get together at one of the guys' houses. Yeah, even that, bro. So I'm good over the weekends, and as long as I've got a driver, mate, that's me. I don't feel safe driving anymore. I mean, I've been a driver all my life, you know, but this bloody dialysis, you know, we have our good days and we have our very, very bad days. And I don't want to be on the road when I'm having a bad day, you know. And it doesn't just, you can't plan those sort of things, eh? It just happens, eh? You know, the body just craps out or does something unwarranted or not what you thought of it would do, and then it does it. So I don't drive anymore. I still bloody get behind the wheel and go 2 kilometres up the road to my grandkids, but that's about it. I won't do any long trips. If I do, then yeah, I'll hook up. Got to hook up with old Nars to make sure she's not working that day. Let's go for a ride. But cheers, yeah, Silence, yeah, mate. Just let us know when you're coming over because it's all bloody. All the waters are basically falling down now. Yeah, she's all good here. Like, I mean, COVID is rampant, but it's the Omicron one, and it's not very harmful. Sitting down at the busy site. Yeah, no, nice. That's the one. Yeah, so what's the time? I've got an hour and 23. That's what it is here. There, if you can see that. That gives us the time. Like I'm saying, that's the machine. That's the filter. That's the main thing for on this machine. The bad blood goes in there and gets cleaned. Goes into the top, comes out the bottom, obviously. Gets cleaned. Then it goes into the machine. Oh, sorry. Excuse the wobbling phone. And yeah, this is, for those who haven't seen, those are needles under the tap. They're needled into my arm, into a vein that they call a fistula. This is the operation that they did 6 months ago. And yeah, they just tape it up so that the hoses go through to the machine, through the filter, and then back in again. So so the hose, or what would you call that, top or bottom? The bottom hose. Alright, I'll do it this way. The bottom hose, that is, that's where it's going in. The clean stuff is going in through the bottom hose. The top hose, that hose here, that's where it gets dragged out. It gets taken out. Could have at least had the Sky Sports on name, I thought. Yeah, bro. These all free view, mate. These all free view state channels. Bloody hospital won't fork out for Sky Sport. So I'll just do a quick scan around again. She's quite flash. Hey, kia ora, Auntie Books. She's quite a flash unit. This unit here, where I'm at. Warriors don't win often. We want to see those replays. Oh, mate. No, even Even don't want to watch the replays, mate. Oh gosh. But I won't. The Warriors have won a game, so I suppose that's a good start. First one out of 3. Hey, you been, Auntie Books? Yeah, just talking about my. I think. Oh. Hey, get on, guys. You're not wrong there. Surely Channel 3 Gold Rush replays. Wow, yeah, I like watching that Gold Rush. That's pretty cool, that. It's actually on now, eh? Isn't it? Oh, I changed the channel. Yeah, there we go. Gold Rush. Oh. Kia ora aces. Che. Here we go, Kazi, just for you, bro. Watching a bit of Gold Rush. Sean Johnson's moved to the extended bench. Only 3 games in. Glad we got faith in him. Oh, shot, bro. Yeah, Uncle Ace is here, bro. Gold Rush, mate. She's a good one. Sorry, Uncle Ace is here. Yeah, sorry, mate. That was your Gold Rush one. Yeah, sorry. Auntie Books, good. What do I have to do to not end up in your situation? Well, for me, Auntie, it was my diabetes. I did not keep a track. I did not look after my diabetes. And then that's what's put me in the situation that I am now. I tried to deny it. You know, I denied all my diabetes. Told the doctors to stick it up their ass. I mean, they were telling me 20, 30 years ago that I was diabetic, type 2. Yeah, I didn't believe them. I could still go out and work and still go out and drink and, you know. So it wasn't a big thing on my mind at the time. I basically told them that. And 30 years of no ears, this is where we're at. Just show you again. I just thought, oh well, it's time to share. You know, time to share. I on my Facebook page, for those who know me, you know, I do tend to share a lot about diabetes, dialysis, and all that sort of stuff. But you know, in the gaming realm, I don't. And I thought, well, it might be about time now, eh? Might be about time now to share what I'm going through and to try and stop our well, I consider you fellas as young fellas, you know, to stop you guys from going through what I'm going through. 30 years, no years, eh, Mata? Thank you for sharing. That fella Toad on Gold Rush is a humbug, yes. Todd, I hear you, Mata. Yeah, I know, eh? Hey, kia ora, meerkat. Yeah, so I'm just doing this one while actually I'm on my phone. Well, like I say, while I'm doing dialysis, and I'd already shared, and I knew some, you know, I knew few of the gamers knew my situation, but oh well, nah, I thought I'd better share it and just let you know what I'm up to, why I don't stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, other than here, where I'm sitting in my seat, my lounge, plugged up. So I'm gonna start streaming from my mobile on my Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Because I don't really want to stream when I get home because I'm too buggered, eh? This bloody dialyzing takes the energy out of you, and I just don't have energy to jump onto my PC when I get home, which is a shame because I like to do stuff on my stream. I like to do extra with my overlays and how my stream looks and sounds, but I don't get enough time because then come Tuesday I'm just getting over it. The body's just getting over it, and then yeah, just I don't know. I just seem to lose focus quite a bit lately. So yeah, this is where we're at the moment. Thank you, Teresa. I'm like I said, I don't want people to be sad for me. No, that's the very last thing I want. Hey, Nas, plenty know he's Nas has been short with me, and yeah, she was another one who tried to tell me what's what the whats, what the what ups. Now, this fella don't want to listen. And being on dialysis, you don't get the opportunities to go, whenever you feel like, or plan to go away for a week, or take a couple of weeks off and go tippy high there. I can't do that anymore. We more Naz and I plan to go down to Ratana Pa in January for our big celebrations that we have down there. Kia ora, Whirik. How you, my bro? How's things for you? and for me to go down there for more than 4 days, I had to book into the Palmerston North Hospital so I can get dialysis down there. It's not working, eh?
Yeah.
It's the first time that you.
I had not turned it on. I forgot about it. I just realized it now.
Oh, okay. I thought the machine was played up.
No.
I've been feeling okay.
Okay. I think it will be won't be low.
Yeah, that's all good.
I forgot about that. That's what I was taking now. It was enough.
Is it working right?
Yeah, 174.92.
Ooh, okay.
So that's good. We're taking 2 liters then.
Yeah, still, yeah,
Yeah.
no, all good. Geez, I forgot what I was talking about. Sorry, guys. Just taking my blood pressure. Got the old cup on here.
The 82.
There we go. Cheers, cuz. Yeah, cheers. Did your BP drop again? No, 162. It's actually quite high. So, never mind. It's good that it's not dropping because when it drops, yeah. Well, when my BP's drop, when my blood pressure drops, it's because that the machine is taking off too much fluid and the body is not able to handle it. And when my BPs drop, I can get dizzy and not feel too good. But at the moment, my BPs are quite, well, not quite high, but at a level that is comfortable for dialysis patients. So, yeah, doing well at the moment. But normally my BP, my blood pressure does drop, and I can be sitting quite low. And when that happens, I don't get decent dialysis. I don't dialyse properly with my BP being low. So it's always a balancing factor, eh? When you get on the machine and see, I've got to watch what I drink. I've got to watch what I eat. I can't do too much exercising because I just don't have the energy levels. You'll get some people that are on dialysis that it doesn't affect them at all. They can go and work, and the only problem is they got to have 4 days off, 4 hours off every second day to come in and dialyse. But then they actually hold down a job, like the brother over here next door to me. You can't see him. He's on a bed. He's all hooked up, but he works in the forestry, So he's able. His body's still able to cope with what's happening with the machine and how to cope with the dialysis. My body can't. My body's shot. Up there with gout in terms of disease in the Māori household. You did that to the Kete families, have some years. Yeah, tautoko. Sorry, Father, I'm just going to read the... You were saying it's hard for you to travel because of the treatment. Man, to be honest, I would never guess you've got to deal with all of this just from watching your 80s streams. You seem full of energy, not realising the toll it takes on you. Oh, cheers, my bro. Cheers, Aces. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, I was getting down to I was talking about, we wanted to travel down to Palmerston North, down to Ratanapa, for our celebration that we have every year. Nas and I were going to go down there, and because we were going to be down there for 5 days, I was going to miss a day of dialysis. So I asked head nurse here if she could book me into Palmerston North, if they had a spare seat down there, and I'd dialyse my day down there, and then I'd be able to stay down there for the whole duration. Well, that didn't work because Palmerston North weren't able to take me in. They just didn't have the room. So in the end, I had to cancel out. We had to cancel out on that trip down to the park, which was sad. We were looking forward to it, And then because that's the thing about being on dialysis, you're pretty restricted as to what you can take, where you can go, what you can eat, what you can drink. A lot of restrictions. Sorry, just my doctor smacks me when I don't listen. My doctor was doing that too, Ko. But yeah, it didn't work. Didn't work at all. As you can see. Man, to be honest, I never guessed thinking the same thing, Cass, Uncle Aces. I think it's in our diet, say the kai we eat maybe just a little less salt on your kai, little piece of leaf in the dinners. Oh, correct. You're correct, Auntie Booksy. Leave my salt intake alone. Less butter. And there are foods that I cannot eat because the body cannot get rid of what they hold. For one, bananas. I can't eat bananas. Bananas have too much potassium in it. And because bananas have too much potassium in it, the dialysis can't get rid of potassium. And if I do get too much potassium in my body, I start to itch like a bitch. Tell you. Ooh, drop that down somewhere. So to avoid scratching 24/7, I don't eat my favourite fruit anymore. Bananas. Avocados. I can't eat avocados for the same reason. They have too much potassium in them. Not that I eat them, but the fact that, would be nice to have the choice to eat it, but I don't. Salt. I can't have salt. The body can't get rid of the salt because the kidneys are not working. And dialysis does not remove the salt from the body. So I can't eat salt. I can't eat salty food. And it was yesterday, maybe eliminate cream also. Honestly, I can eat butter and cream and everything to do with protein. Meat. Hey Panda, how are you? How are you? I'm good as. I feel attacked in this chat. Oh yeah, far out. No salt, matua. No salt, bro. No salt at all. So I'm actually starting to eat all these other spices, bro. The pepper, but all these other stuff that I never used to eat, like cumin. What's that other stuff, Nas? That one, that Moroccan one. I get into the onion salt, the garlic salt, and, but I can eat that stuff. I just can't eat salt. I'm just not allowed to eat salt. Same here. We haven't had salt for a long, long time. Well, yeah. I mean, Nas doesn't have to thing, but she's kind of used to it. No salt anymore. It is, man. It took a long time to not be able to have salt in our kais. Fuck, that was hard, eh? Sea salt? No, any sort of salt. Soy sauce? Yeah, no, Panda, I'm all good. I'm just explaining to everybody what I do on the 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
We got a fresh week coming. We're going to kick some ass.
Here we go. I'll just give you a quick.
The good news is that we're learning.
There we go. And that's why I only stream Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend. When I get home from dialysis, I'm pretty buggered. I try not to. Well, actually, no, I'm too buggered to get on the PC. Get home, have something to eat. No, that's it. Oh, I'm in a state. Not a good state. Soy sauce? I can eat so much soy sauce. Not too much, because it's actually got quite a bit of salt in it, apparently. Sea salt and no salt. Mood swings. Weaning off the tape. Oh, yeah, definitely. There were definitely mood swings. Mood swings off everything. Not just off the salt. There was mood swings. I had to go cold turkey with my drinking. That was, I think, the hardest thing for me, really, at the end of the day. My drinking and my smoking. cold turkey. Bang. That was, oh, because I was, yeah, I suppose you could call it being an alcoholic. I didn't drink every day. It's just that when I did drink, it was, what do you call it, drank and just didn't stop, that sort of thing. There was an alternative. Also, many books. Mum, they took her dad with the diabetes, died too. Yeah, nice, nice. Non-trivial, non-trivial. I'll just call you non-trivial. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hello, sir. Good morning, afternoon, evening to you. It is 6 p.m. here. Non-trivia. It is 6 p.m. here, so working on good evening. And how are you there, non-trivia? Like I say, welcome to the stream. I won't try and pronounce the rest of your name. So we'll leave it at non-trivial. Non-trivial. There we go. Solid testimony there, Matua. Oh, thank you, my friend. I just wanted to make people aware, you know. I don't want people to be sorry for me. Treat me like how you treated me before you knew I had dialysis. I don't want people to go, oh no, I don't want to play with him, he's on dialysis. Silly, eh? But I mean, you know, we have, I have whānau and all that don't want to visit anymore because they may think that, you know, oh, he's sick, oh, no, he's too sick, oh, no. But how, you know, I'm all good. I'm just bloody piece of crap Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Straight after dialysis, it just takes the energy out of me. Oh, go on. How long have you been doing this for? July the 1st, 2019 is when I started dialysing. I started on what they call peritoneal dialysis first, which is a plastic hose in the stomach, and then get hooked up to what are they? 2 litre bags. That's a form of dialysis. I was on that for 6 months to a year. And it was kind of killing me because I wasn't getting enough dialysis out of it. And I tell you, I was on death's door. I could barely walk. I had to be wheelchaired around. I couldn't talk. My son Jermax, he saw how I was, and he called me Walking Dead. He was saying I was almost like the Walking Dead without being able to walk. People will stop you at the gates and park your trucks for you now, Matua. Yeah, bro. They'll go, oh, Matua, park them over here. We'll carry on and do the run for you. And I think that's why it took a while for me to let people know what state my health is in, especially the gaming community, because I didn't want them to feel any different to me. You know, after now that you know that I've been amongst our Māori community anyway, and I didn't want it to bring different thoughts to people's heads. I just want to carry on and do what I do. Stop here. Is there any funding to get one of those machines in your whare? Yeah, well, what it is, I can do the training, which will be 10 weeks, to learn how to use the machine. But the thing is, it's all free, bro. It's all free. There's no need for funding. If you're from New Zealand, if you're a citizen, which I will talk about shortly. If you're not a citizen, I tell you. But no, everything is all free, bro. The only problem I have is that I got no room at home, and you gotta have your own room basically for the machine, for your seat and all that sort of stuff. And it's got to be in a sterile environment. And I don't have that at home at the moment, so yeah, that's the only problem about not having. I would like to have a machine at home, bro. Saves the travel. I can be on the machine as long as I like. I can do 6 hours if I wanted to. Oh well, I can do the maximum, and that means my body's getting the maximum amount of treatment. I come into the renal centres, and I'm only getting 4 hours, 4 hours every 2 days. So it's a bit of a mongrel to be doing this. But that's the plan I want to do is to eventually, do it at home. When my kids move out, that'll give me a bit of room. And that's a lingo, when you follow move out, chair. No, when they do, then I will look at going doing the home stuff, going to get treatment. No, there are a lot of people that do home treatments, but you got to be taught all that stuff and all that. So all good aces. And in this clinic, there is 31 seats, I think, 31 seats. And they are full every time that I come in. I come in Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 o'clock. That's the shift that I'm in. 1, 2 o'clock. And once I get plugged up, and there are 31 other people that come in too. Now there's also a morning shift. There are guys that come in at 7:30 and they finish about 12, 1 o'clock. And then there's us that come in for the afternoon shift and we get hooked up. Plus, there's the other days, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. And there's 2 shifts on those days and those are packed. So, man, there's a lot of people. And this is just the Waikato. This is just the Waikato area. And this Waikato area goes as far as Tokoroa, out to Coromandel, out to Raglan. It's a big area. And we get people coming in here all the time. Sorry, wasn't game. Kia ora whānau. Kia ora meerkat. Far out 31, yeah, bro. And that's just here in the renal centre, and then up in the renal ward, which is M3 here in the Waikato Hospital. They also do dialysis treatments up there also, and I think there's about 10, 15 people up there too. So it's massive, man. How many people have renal failure? And I didn't realise that until I came in here too. How many actual people have renal failure? Oh, mate, I don't know how many would be down your fellas area, but I know up in Auckland, they have the renal centres at Middlemore, I think at Auckland Hospital. They've got hubs, renal hubs. And those bloody things are running 24/7. How long have you been doing this for, Mata? Coming to the hospital. Coming to the hospital, I think it was October or March 2020. So I was doing what they call the peritoneal PD from July the 1st, 2019 to March 2020, and then that's when I came in. And this is and I've been in here since. The only way I'm going to get off this machine is with a kidney. How did they work during lockdowns? Oh yeah, no, it wasn't too bad, bro. We still had to come in. We didn't get tested back then. We only got tested if we had symptoms, like cough and all that. But it wasn't as dramatic as it is now. I mean, they test us every second day now, so when we come in, we get tested. It's that didn't happen with the first round of COVID, so we were actually quite good. It didn't. Oh, it was good for us too because being locked down, we were the only fellas that could get out of the house. So I was basically getting out of the house and coming here every second day, which was good to get away from the house or get out of the house for even if it was just for 8 hours. Yeah, so it worked okay. It was this COVID round is a bit more lockdown-ish sort of thing. But we never had any positive people in the first round either. We've had shitloads in the second round. Hey, Lingo! Thank you for the 10 months there, my bro. Check. NK. Oh, mate. How you been, my brother? Just popping, just there, mate. Hope everything is all good. Yeah, no, all good, bro. All good. Just doing a chat and letting everybody know where I'm at and with my health. With my health and all that. So yeah, no, all good, my bro. You have a good day at work, man. You enjoy the rest of your day at work. Yeah, so this is me. Like I was saying, this is me until I can get a kidney. I'm on the public list. I'm actually on the list to get a kidney. Not everybody can get on the list because the kidney operation is a major operation, and a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a few of the people here wouldn't be able to handle the operation. It'd probably kill them. So I'm actually quite lucky to be able to be put on the list, and that my body is still strong enough to handle that sort of thing. So that's a bonus. That's a bonus for me. It's just waiting for a kidney now. I mean, I've heard that you can wait up to 5 years to get a kidney on the public waiting list. So, I'm gonna hang around. Oh, I'm gonna try and hang around that long. How am I? Been in these streams like just hit it, never really jump on Twitch. That's good. You're doing all right. We'll catch you later. Cheers, my bro. Cheers, NK. Yeah, Ronnie, I haven't seen you for a little while. But no, bro. You gotta look after number one, bro. You look after number one. Do what you gotta do, bro. And thanks for coming in. Awesome, man. Awesome to do a little catch up with you. Cheers, bro. Yeah, so at the end of the day, like I say, I don't want people to feel sorry for me. You know, I'm here to talk about the damaging effects that diabetes does on people. Go on, we'll be around Mato, drinking humbugging. Yeah, humbugging, driving others off the road. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna leave anytime soon, bro. Stay in bug NAS for as long as I can. Be a wholehearted NAS for as long as I can. But yeah, I didn't, I wasn't quite sure how poor NAS. Hey, kia ora kairepa. How you, my bro? Caught up on your sleep, my bro, after that convoy last night. Jeez. That was a bit of a long one. Oh yeah, I think all the guys are getting ready for you to for when you hook up Auntie Books. I went to work at this morning 8, so bugger for punishment, mate. Hey, you're a bugger for punishment, mate. Just finished, mate. Oh, wow. That's a long day, bro. Hey, so you straight to bed, eh? Have something to eat and straight to bed? So this here, karapa, this is what I want to do a fundraiser for, bro. I just want to see. I haven't sussed it out yet, but I want to see what Kidney New Zealand, if they have that sort of thing, like how you did with Starship, bro. I just want to see if Kidney New Zealand have something that can help fundraise for. If you need help, yeah, bro. No, I will do. I'll get in touch with the kidney crowd first and see what they think about streaming. Doing a fundraising streaming for them, because they're a non-government organisation, bro, and they do help out a bit with us renal patients. You join up with them, and they do a lot of work for our kidney whānau. Straight back to the trucks, eh, bro? Wee, definitely a bugger for punishment, bro. But yeah, no, we gotta when Auntie Books gets onto her PC eventually, we'll have we'll put the red carpet out for her when she joins the convoy. We'll lay the red carpet down. What have I got? I think I've got about an hour left. Look at you, Auntie Booksy. Oh yeah, bro. She's been into the streams and been doing her research and not the red carpet. See? There's a truck sim on sale at the moment too. Yeah, no, you're right, Cuzzy. Yeah, they're all I think ATS is $6.99 and ETS is $5.99 at the moment, and the bundles, the map bundles, they come with the two are cheap too. So yeah, Yeah, no, now's the time to get in. Otherwise, you got to pay $25. Oh, mate. No, definitely right. Ah, so you might be hitting the road tonight, Karepa. I downloaded my stream account. Will it go to aunties too? I just download the game. Do I need anything else? It's just, if you download it, bro, you'll be downloading it for yourself. But there is a friend thing. You can swap games, or you can play someone else's games. You log in to them, but they got to be it's a family thing. They call that. I only played ETS once a month. I better get on to training now. You can send it as a gift as well. You'll have to set up a Steam and Auntie Books. Family share, that's it, Kazi Camp. Family share Aces. That way, you fellas got your own profiles, and then you can share. Other than that, bro, you just have the one profile and just download all the games into one profile, and then. Oh, that's if you're only running off one PC. But if you're running off two, then yeah, you have to do the family share thing. But you couldn't play it together. Yeah, no, that's right. You can't play it together. Only one can play it at a time. Other than both of you buying the game and then putting it on your own PCs. Family share is when GMX family share is a Steam thing, whereas you share your games with one person, they can play all your games as long as you're not playing them, like what Kazi was saying. See, I've got two accounts on Steam, and dumbass, my dumbass, I downloaded the ATS on my Stream account that I don't use. Now, I couldn't get that game transferred over to the account that I have all my games on. Steam won't allow you to do that. But then they told me about family share. So that's how I play my ATS without having to log in to the other account all the time. And it's in my games folder, it just stays there as long as the family share is working. Yeah, so it's a good way of sharing games with somebody with whānau, or someone that you trust, without them having to buy the game themselves or games. Hey, do any of you guys in the chat, do you fellas do the crypto thing? You invest in the crypto? That's smart. Even amidst this conversation about family share, I was thinking, oh no, have to buy another copy. Yeah, but I only use my family share between my two accounts, my two Steam accounts. Oh, I haven't quite shared it with my family. You want to family share my Steam account? No, I think you can only do one person, bro. You can't share it all around. I think you can only do one. So if I was to share your account, then I'd have to stop sharing my account that's got my American Truck on it. Unless you download American Truck there, and I'll share your account. It's only $6.99 there, bro. You'll have an abundant amount of games to play on your stream. Oh, that's right, yeah, you do have ATS. Ah, that's right. You came and jumped in on the convoy with us. Oh, well, I'll try it when we get home, bro, if you're still home. If you haven't taken off to work. Yeah, no, definitely have an abundant amount of games. Gee, I'm home tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Oh, yeah, so am I. Yeah, I'm off work tomorrow too. For those whānau don't know, this is what I consider work.
Really put the heat on the team to deliver a successful defence of the America's Cup.
This is my work day. So I work 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. From 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Yeah. I don't get paid for it, however. See, catch you up with you tomorrow. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I don't get paid for this work. However, this type of work is keeping me alive. Yeah. I know of people who have stopped dialysis and have died a week later, you know. But it can be quite invasive. It can be quite overwhelming. And I know whānau that just said, nah, bugger that. I don't want to be hooked up to a machine all the time. My thoughts, that was my thoughts too. I said to Naz, nah, if I have to go onto the machine, nah, bugger that. I'm going to call it quits. But oh well, a couple of things changed. And I think it was how the machine, the dialysis machine was put to me. You know, I was negative about it, and I went, nah, bugger that. If I have to go on the machine, that's it. I'm calling it quits. Call up the undertaker. I'm heading home. And I think it was a discussion that I had with the nurse that was looking after me, and the doctor, and also with Naz, that it kind of changed my mind, you know. They put my mind at ease about hooking up to the machine. Yeah, see, if I didn't hook up, well, I would have been gone ages ago. We would not be having this conversation. Jeez, but that sounds stubborn like me. Yeah. But I was able to be talked into it. Another Māori trait, stubbornness. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's a definite one. That one, and there's no pills that can fix that bugger. Even sometimes a slap around the ears don't work either. Oh. But it's true though. It is true. We are stubborn. We are a stubborn people. You know. Doing some research on the Kidney Foundation. Oh, cheer my bro. Thank you, Karipa. Oh, I was getting I was getting around, but oh shit, you're the man, bro. Ah, too much. Yeah, us Māori and our Pacific followers too, you know. And that's the thing that I'd like to talk about. Naz's workmate, one of Naz's workmate, her father is on dialysis too. Now they're Samoan, and because he's not a citizen of New Zealand, it's gonna cost. Oh, it costs them. Sorry, not gonna. It costs the whānau $7,000 a treatment. Now he needs treatment 3 days a week. So there's $21,000 they have to pay for. She has to pay her and the whānau and extended whānau for him to get dialysis. No, bro, straight up. Nas was talking to a workmate. The workmate was explaining to her, and it's sad, especially for the workmate, for Nas's workmate, because she has to keep her job. She can't say no to anything, you know. She has to toe the line. She can't bloody say, oh, nah, bugger this, I don't do this job. Ah, nah, bugger, you know. Oh, no, no, no. I want better work situation. I want a better work situation and all that. She can't do that. She has to toe the line, and that's what she's been doing, you know. Nas has been Nas was saying it was sad that she can't, you know, ask for a raise, or, you know, she doesn't take days off because she can't afford to, eh? She can't afford to because of her old age. Is that per annum? No, bro. It's $7,000,
Can you get it from the other 12?
7,000 a treatment because he is not a citizen. So the whānau are trying to push for his citizenship. But they've been here for 30 years, bro. You know? And never did they ever think about applying for citizenship. You know? In those 30 years. You know, all their kids are growing up here and all that. They are New Zealand citizens because they were born here. But because the dad didn't bother about going through becoming a New Zealand citizen, he's now at the state now. You know, that, oh shit, we better start dinner. Oh, hell. And they've been told that they got to wait, you know, it could be a waiting list of 2 years to become a citizen.
Set this one up. This is still a...
So, you know, that's if you're not a citizen of New Zealand, which is a shame. I was in the same situation over in Australia. So sad, that is. And it's sad for the whānau too, because, you know, they have to do this now for the next 2 years. You come up with the funding, and it's not just the immediate whānau, you know, they're also asking the extended whānau. Ooh, man, that's a big thing. But I understand why our Samoan, our Tongan whānau and all that, you know, they don't, how would you say it, they keep their heads low, eh? They keep it low so they don't get into trouble. You know, it's a really sad thing. Really, really sad thing what they have to go through. And that's why our Pacific brothers, man, they work hard and all that, and because we don't know what they have to go through. And Nas's workmate, when she shared it with Nas, you know, was like, fuck, what a sad. I didn't mean to bring anybody down, but I just wanted to let people know that as an immigrant or as a non-citizen, you have to pay for your dialysis here. Unless you got medical insurance, then that'll pay for a lot of it. But I was the same over in Australia. That is when the dialysing started to kick in. I was visiting the doctors over there, and you know, they were telling me, well, your kidneys are at 30% and 20%, and in time you're going to be going on to dialysis. Now, because you're not a citizen of Australia, this is how much it's going to cost. Holy shit, looked at the bill, and that was a big decision as to why I came back to New Zealand. Just wouldn't have been able to afford it over in Australia to be on dialysis.
I feel it's waste doing again using gloves.
Yeah, yeah, no, wrong cases, right?
Amount of gloves we
I didn't tell too many people.
but then anyhow,
Only Nas. Oh, actually no. When I was over in Melbourne, no, I was telling nobody.
keep doing that.
You know, I tried to
That's
soldier on. You know, and the doctors were free.
it depends. Like one
The GPs were free. You know, so I went and visited them all the time. But they referred you to specialists over there, and that's where you pay. Ooh, if you don't have insurance, that's where you bloody pay through your teeth. And to go to a specialist to get into the hospital, to get on the list in the hospital, you had to go through the specialist. They were the only ones that were going to put your name forward. The GPs couldn't do that.
it wasn't such.
So it all didn't fall a bit on me. It just was a big reason as to why I came back to New Zealand. I would have loved to have stayed over there. Man, I loved the place. Melbourne. Facts, bro. Another trade of ours. Hi, bro. Hi. Feels the bro.
Now, the government, as we said earlier, is charged to supporting the rights of the participating in the rights of it, so buying up extra shares to maintain
Yeah.
a majority.
Everything is preventable. Yeah, no, that's right. And that's why I'm trying to share it with people now, so that it doesn't get to the point where you've gone beyond that, point of no return. And if you carry on like how I did with my diabetes, there is a point. There is a thing of no return, and yeah. Lessons are learned the hard way. Yep, sure are. And you know, instead of me just sitting in self pity about what's happening to me and all that sort of stuff, and feeling sorry for myself, I want to just let people know how not to get into the situation that I'm in now, and to share what I'm going through, and hopefully that'll, at least inspire one person maybe to do something different, change just that little bit of that may help them. It's all about what you eat too, diabetes. I mean, the food that we buy now and eat now is crap, you know. It's total crap, the food that we have now. Everything's full of sugar. Everything's full of sugar. Even, the worst ones is, the worst ones that I came across was alcohol and fizzies. And they were the two biggest things that I enjoyed to do. Drink alcohol and fizzies. But yeah, food is there is a lot of rubbish food out there too. We may think that it's good for us, it's nice and fast and easy, to cook and all that sort of thing, but yeah, mate, that all helps to deteriorate the kidneys. But see, I'm only talking about the kidneys. My heart is good. My heart is pretty good. But because the kidneys have crapped out on me, it takes a lot of things out too, of the rest of the body too. And the early morning 4 a.m. fish and chips meals that you never ate. Oh yeah, bro, yeah. See, that's all part and parcel of not living a good life. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my life. I still do. You know, I'm on a different journey now. Yeah, I don't drink anymore, and don't smoke. Ever since I've started streaming, it's brought a whole new different way on how I see life. GMX, yeah. Those were the perks, eh, bro? You fellas, I heard you fellas used to stay up and wait for this drunken fella to get home with a kite. And then get home, oh, can't eat it. Then and then, yeah. Hey, you fellas still awake? Yeah, sure enough. They're all still awake, waiting for their father to get home with the kite. That's our time, 20 to 7. Oh, I come off in 20 minutes. Looking forward to that. I've had a good session though, you know. Other than the kōrero that I've been having in chat. But I've had a really good dialysis session. Wait up for the feeds you never eat, yeah, hard. Cool, Matua just sent an email, met some real cool people from streaming. Yeah, bro, I have too, you know. And, man, it's been awesome. And, you know, when I got back into gaming, I thought, oh, the last time I was into gaming on PC, a lot of the people that I played with were kids, you know. Oh, well, teenagers. They were way younger than me. And I thought, oh, you know, I'm going to get back into gaming. Oh, gosh, they're going to be that sort of age again. Oh, what's that?
Sorry.
Hello, all good. Sorry, the nurse is talking.
It's a patient survey, so every patient has been giving this. It's regarding the facility and your experience over here.
Oh, okay.
So you can either fill it here or take it home and bring it next time.
Yep, I'll take it home, mate. Yeah, okay.
I'll leave it there for you.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right.
So it's anonymous, eh? You're not going to know the...
You're not putting your name, so it's okay. You can
So
be,
I can
you
be-
can be truthful.
Yes, okay. Thanks, Lenny. Just sent an email, hopefully hear back from these guys soon. Oh, awesome there, Karapa. Thank you very much for your help there, my bro. Honestly, I was just going to go on the website and, yeah, and go from there. Go get on the PC and then lose focus and then end up on Twitch. Which is normally the case. Oh, mate. Take it home and leave it with all the unopened mail. Oh, what's that? The survey thing that I just got back. No, it looks pretty